Hey guys, what's up? This will be my very first video I'll ever post about Sims on this YouTube channel. I really hope you guys can like it. If you have any ideas, please comment below what you would like me to build next. I'm going to start right away and just explain this build. And then like in between, I'll talk a bit about myself and who I am and why I started Sims. So maybe I'll start there. So when I was younger, I had Sims. I didn't have Sims 1, 2, I only had Sims 3. And I played that thing to death, and literally I only had an expansion pack, only one. I had the adventure world, you know, those ones that you could travel to different places and stuff. So I really enjoyed it. But then I was like, I really need another one. Oh, and sorry, yo is very South African. But I needed another one. So I got Island Adventure, or the Island Living, or whatever. Not Island Living, I can't even remember the name. But so I got that one, and like you can build resorts, and that quickly became my favorite thing to do. Then in grade 9, I was dating a boy, and he bought me Sims 4 limited edition. I was like, what is this thing? Anyways, and it didn't want to work on my computer. It didn't want to download. It just said error, so I couldn't use it. And then one day I came to university, so please bear in mind that's 5 years later, and I talked to my roommate, and she loved The Sims 4. She had it, and I was like, can I please play? And she was like, yeah, you just have to download Origin, and then you just download this. And I was like, maybe I can just go and find that Sims 4 limited edition one. And I put it in and it worked. It was a crazy moment. I had The Sims 4. So I was very excited to start playing, and you can just imagine how much I played. I did struggle with academics, obviously, just having this beautiful game with me now. So I started building, and soon I realized I didn't really like gameplay. I only like building, and that's what I did. So basically, I don't think this channel will have a lot of gameplay in it. Maybe later when I'm a bit better at it. I'm not very good. I get very bored quickly. So but definitely the building is definitely where I want to be, where I want to build, and what videos I want to make. The reason I am making these videos are not necessarily for making the videos just to get views or like have subscribers necessarily. It's more I want to really record my builds and like what I've done and how I've grown and stuff. And I knew if I had a YouTube channel, it will also motivate me to make these videos and edit them and like put them online and have them in a safe place. So yes, that is basically how I started playing The Sims 4. After that, I played base game for about a year and a half. I did not have the funds with me to purchase any expansion packs. And then one day I was like, you know what? It's time. So I used the Black Friday special to buy me that, you know, those like 3 for 1, like you build a bundle. So I bought myself the very first expansion pack, and I decided, I think for 3 months long, which one is going to be. And I got Get Famous, and I thought, everything with it is just amazing. The build mode items are great. I went through everything, but obviously if I have to decide which build mode and those, I'll still do a video about that because I've done this in so much research. So I got Get Famous, and then with that I got Parenthood and I got laundry stuff. After that, I didn't buy any more game packs or stuff packs. I just don't find it necessary, and I also find it it's a bit too expensive for my taste. So then I focused on expansion packs, and when the Christmas sale came around, I decided I need more. So I bought myself 2 expansion packs. I bought myself City Living and Seasons, and then my boyfriend, no, not the previous one, he bought me another expansion pack. And I also bought University actually. So then after I bought University, I immediately played gameplay for about a day, like the full day. It was wonderful. It really does add to the game, I have to say. Like, if you are planning on getting anything, just get University. It's really a fun thing. Also for me as a university student, also like building the dorms, it was so interesting, and I could make it really realistic. So yeah, I think the next build that you'll see is probably going to be like a university build, like an entire room dorm decoration, but the thing about that is it might not be exactly like our dorms, and then one day I would really like to recreate our dorms completely. So that is the plan for the next few videos. Probably a bit of everything. It's like I'm a child with a new toy, so I'm really excited to do this, and I really hope you guys can join. So about this build, as you can see, it's a very messy apartment build. I wanted to go for an apartment that usually, like the style, everything doesn't really match. I thought that really does add to the character, because sometimes when we have a low budget in an apartment, and I just imagine, like, New York, sometimes you have to really just have the money and if to get a nice apartment, and if you don't have a nice apartment, then this is probably something that you can get. But as you can see on the floor, there's even like the the framing of a person that died on this floor and the pipes inside. So I also added some pipes just to add to the character, just to make it a bit more intense. I like how the floor plan worked out for this apartment. I do have to say that I did struggle a bit with the master bedroom. It's not really a master, but the thing is, when I use move objects, the cheat, it's easy to forget that your sim have to like walk around it. So I don't necessarily always play test my packs, but if I all my builds, but if I were to add it to the gallery, I will most definitely just play test it. But this is just for how I would imagine a tight space will handle a double bed. So this build is definitely built for a very young couple. They are starting out. I thought about the dad maybe being a reporter or a newspaper writer, and then the mom, she was still studying at university and she realized she was pregnant, so they had to move out. She was unable to finish her classes, and they had a little baby boy. And I really liked how the nursery in this build turned out, and it was everything that I hoped it would be. It's very small. As you can see, the cupboards, you'll see that if the cupboards on top is it's built in on the top of the like crib and the chair that the mother will breastfeed and stuff. So it is it's space saving, but it is very small. You can see that this build, I tried to create the idea that it wasn't actually a nursery. They had to like create the laundry room into a nursery or something like that. I really enjoyed building this. It was a very difficult build because it's completely out of my comfort zone. It's really not something that I'm good with. I don't ever use this wallpaper. I don't use these counters. I don't like, nothing in this build is really something that I used. So I really enjoyed making like time for this and getting out of my comfort zone to create this build. It was just something that I didn't think I'll do. So I am very excited that I built it. You'll also see the carpet that I chose here in the kitchen. It was a very old faded carpet. I absolutely love that carpet for these types of builds. I think it really does make sense. So the idea for this apartment is messy, it's crammed. They don't really have the money for anything bigger, so they had to change some rooms to smaller to just fit everything and everyone inside. And I think sometimes that's more realistic than we think. So for me, building The Sims, it's easy to build a big house and decorate this house with the most fabulous items and just get going. But then also I like to build something that I think is more relatable sometimes to people. So yeah, and you'll see at the TV room, it's really not a house for hosting friends and family. It's really just for getting by and making money until they can get back onto their feet. This house, I don't say it's necessarily a very cheap house, but it's not necessarily the biggest. That the space is very limited, and I am sure that the Sims will struggle to stay in this apartment if they were to have another child. There's just absolutely no space. So yeah, that's about it, and I really hope you guys can enjoy it. I hope you guys see that this is very out of my comfort zone, but please do comment below and tell me what you guys would rather want to see, because I really need a lot of help still, and I would like to have some ideas of what to build. Obviously I do have some ideas lined up over the years that I've been building, but yeah, whatever you guys can just tell me, I'll build. I don't mind doing any suggestions, and I'm really excited for this journey. I hope you guys can join in. So yeah, that's all from me, and thank you so much. And yeah, you'll probably see at the end I did insert the screenshots. This is obviously my first video, so I would like to know if you guys think the screenshot should be shown longer, shorter. If the video was too fast, like the fast forward is too quick for you guys, please tell me. I would like to change it so that you guys can have the best time watching, if you guys want to watch. And then that is all from me. So yes, thank you so much, and have an absolutely great day. Bye guys.